So in 2002, I finally quit my job as a management consultant. Thank God. I signed with Kanye's production company, Good Music. Kanye's debut album, College Dropout, came out in early 2004, and all of a sudden, everybody's paying attention to our camp. A lot of heat around our whole crew. All the labels that had turned me down before, all of them turned me down, every single label, including the one I'm signed to now. Everybody makes mistakes. Anyway, they had a sudden change of heart after College Dropout comes out. That same music that we had played them 6 months ago suddenly sounded a lot better. We had multiple offers, and I decided to go with Columbia Records. Yes, pop champagne. That's right. That was a celebratory moment, and she said, "Pop." Now, of course, signing with Columbia Records meant it was a full circle moment for me. Same label that in 1998 had paid John R. Stevens $500 to play on the Miseducation album, became the label that in 2004 signed John Legend. And let's say they signed me for a little bit more than $500. A lot more, okay, a lot more than $500. So, how did I become John Legend, you may be asking? Well, during those sessions with Kanye, we were working with a spoken word artist from Chicago. His name is Jay Ivy. Jay Ivy heard me singing on some of those College Dropout tracks and said, "Man, we're gonna have to call you the Legend." Okay? Obviously, I'm an old soul. I got this throwback voice and probably reminded him of some of the artists that Kanye would sample, use a lot of those soul samples. So he starts calling me the Legend. Eventually, that led to a bunch of people in our crew calling me John Legend. Now, I laughed it off at first. I didn't think, oh, I have a new stage name now. I'm gonna walk around calling myself John Legend. It's just a nickname. All right. It's just a nickname that some of my friends would call me. But after a while, more and more people started to know me by John Legend. Then Kanye's putting out mixtapes calling me John Legend. Next mixtape, he wrote it in the credits. Song by John Legend. I still hadn't even made the choice to officially change my stage name, but he was nudging me in that direction. And I'm starting to think about it. Okay, I'm starting to think about it. I've been performing as John Stevens all my life, and you know, I didn't want to change my name, but more people started to know me as John Legend, so I had a decision to make. Part of me saying, how am I going to call myself a legend? I don't even have a record deal yet. But maybe the better part of me said, you know what, we're going to make this work. This name is going to announce my presence. I'm going to make people pay attention. And then I just got to show up and live up to this name. And I believed in myself enough as a musician, as an artist, to believe that I had the ability to live up to it. And I didn't want to doubt myself so much that I wouldn't take the name because I was afraid of the name. It was time for me to stop living that double life, to stop hedging my bets, stop worrying about my backup plan, to start to have faith in myself and my purpose. So I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna call myself John Legend. Okay. So I'm in the studio calling myself John Legend, introducing myself to record labels as John Legend. And that's when we realized I had to trademark the name John Legend. And lo and behold, there's a porn producer who also dabbled in rockabilly music. He went by the name of Johnny Legend. Now the key with trademark laws, just a quick law school lesson here, is that it matters if you're in the same business. You can't confuse the marketplace. So the fact that this man named Johnny Legend, the porn producer, also made music, rockabilly music, meant that there was a possible trademark infringement case that he could file against me because, you know, I would create confusion in the marketplace. Somebody walk in the record store looking for Johnny Legend's rockabilly album and stumble upon Get Lifted. It'd be confusing. So we had to find Johnny Legend, negotiate with Johnny Legend, and cut a mutually exclusive deal stating that he was Johnny Legend and I was John Legend. He wouldn't sue me, I wouldn't sue him. He wouldn't try to pass himself off as an R&B singer making an album called Get Lifted. And I'm happy to make clear that I didn't try to pass myself off as a porn producer. Finally, John Legend. His debut album came out on December 28th of 2004, my 26th birthday. My first single was Used to Love You, like we talked about. Came out in August and it did all right. But the second single was a song called Ordinary People. Yeah. Now that song really blew up in 2005. Now when I was signed in 2004, most of Get Lifted was already written, already recorded. I only wrote one or two more songs after that, but one of those songs was Ordinary People, and it was supposed to be a Black Eyed Peas song. Yes, the Black Eyed Peas. We had the same manager at the time, and I'd already written a few songs with will.i.am. Wrote a song for Get Lifted called She Don't Have to Know. Oh, silly moments just to be with you. Though it's wrong, it's hard to tell. 'Cause the truth, oh no, she don't have to know. She don't have to know. No, 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 no. She don't have to know. That was the first in a series of cheating songs that I wrote for Get Lifted.